Hello everybody. Today we'll be discussing about part 4 in trigonometry. We'll be discussing about trigonometric identities and the values of trigonometric ratios at negative theta. So why don't we start with that? Trig ratios at negative theta. Yeah, it's pretty fine. So trig ratios at negative theta. What are the trigonometric ratios first? We have 6 trigonometric. We know that. We have learnt already. That is sine, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. Right. Good. So now, till now we have only discussed up to positive values of theta. But today we will be discussing about negative values of the same trigonometric ratios we have learnt. That is negative theta, negative theta, negative theta, negative theta, negative theta, and negative. That might be quite irritating. So trigonometric ratios at negative theta. Good. So in sine negative theta, we have negative sine theta. The minus sign just transfers to this side in only sine, tan, cot, and cosecant. Especially not in cos and secant. In cos and secant, the negative sign just vanishes. What does it become? It becomes like cos theta, and here it becomes negative tan theta, negative cot theta, this special case, secant theta, and this is negative cosecant theta. That's it. Pretty simple. But if we take an example, that will be better. So if theta equal to say 45 degrees. We know 45, right? We know the values of sine 45, cos tan 45, right? Good. So negative sine 45. How much is this? Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, so this will become negative 1 by root 2. Good. So cos 45. Cos 45 is the same as sine 45. That is equal to 1 by root 2. See, the only difference is the negative value. So if you don't know this topic properly, you might have got the answer correct. See, this numerical term is correct, but the sign changes. Here there is negative, but here there is no negative. That's why. The same applies for tan, cot, secant, cosecant. So now this negative tan theta is there now. What is tan 45? Tan 45 is 1. Negative 1, cot 45, negative cot 45, that is also minus 1. So these both are same, but in secant 45 is 1 by cos 45, so that is root 1 by root 2 root. So so here minus cosec 45. So this will become 1 by sine 45, that is 1 root 2 minus root 2, sorry, a slight confusion. So this is minus root 2. So only thing is sign change. Here there is positive and here there is negative. So this topic is quite important. You might get your answers wrong if there is negative theta. If the theta is given in negative values. So this topic is done. Very good. Next topic, identities. Very interesting, very useful in trigonometry. So it's a bit done. Good. Now, trigonometry identities. So, what are the basic trigonometric identities? In the previous classes, we have learned that sine theta equal to 1 by cosecant theta. Right? We have learned this. So, if we transpose cosec theta this side. From RHS to LHS, what does it become? Sine theta times cosecant theta equal to 1. We got it. Identity. We just derived. I mean, one step derivation. So, yes, it has some rules where theta should not be equal to n pi. This is important more than this because cosecant theta, sin theta. In sin theta table, if you have observed, there will be no not defined, no infinities, which means that every value of sin theta is defined in mathematics, but not in the case of cosecant theta. If if theta equal to n pi, then cosecant theta will become not defined. Check in the table, cosecant 180 is not defined. Cosecant 180 is not defined. So if we for example, this is 180, sine 180 into not defined. What will be the answer? 1. Then not defined is 1 by sine 80. No. So we cannot multiply this. So where theta is not equal to n pi. If theta is equal to n pi, then this rule is not valid. That's simple. So if you want this rule to be valid, then theta must not be equal to n pi. Yes. So this is the first one. Now the second one. I'm gonna write these things here. So we have also learned that sin theta is equal to 1 by cos theta, cosec theta, and cos theta equal to 1 by secant theta. Yes, we have also learned this. Using the same derivation, we take secant theta this side, and here, it's cos. So cos theta times secant theta equal to 1. So we have another rule here where theta is not equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. This is important. First, you might have two questions. What is this pi and what is this n here? So pi is nothing but 180 degrees and pi by 2 is nothing but 90 degrees. A small note, you might have already known this in your in other geometry classes or other classes, but take it a note. Pi is 180 and pi by 2 is 90. Good. So what is n? N is any integer. Any integer from minus 4, the z, right? Z are integers. So from minus infinity to plus infinity, n is any integer. I'm going to write this rule, make it clear. So theta should not be equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So what does this mean? Let's crack it. So first suppose we'll take n equal to 0 if, okay, we'll take this rule. So what does come? So 2 into 0, 0. So 1 into pi by 2. We have known this pi by 2 is 90 degrees, right? So pi by 2 is 90 matlab 0, 90 degrees. So theta should not be equal to 90 degrees. Why should not theta be equal to 90 degrees? Because secant 90 is not defined. Another one, because cos theta, in every cos theta, it is defined. I mean, every theta of cos is defined. Matlab cos, everything in cos is defined. But not everything in secant is defined, because if you check the table, it will be there. Secant 90 is not defined. Matlab 1 by 0. Secant 90 is 1 by 0. But in mathematics, 1 by 0 is not defined. So that's why this rule comes into place. So, in order for this rule to work, this rule should also work in derivation. I love this. Hope you have taken down. Good. No. 4. So we have the second rule. Third one, similar. Cos theta, sin theta. What is left? Tan theta is left. Tan theta equal to 1 by cot theta. Same. Cot theta will come this side, and tan theta into cot theta equal to 1. We have rules here. We have rules where now tan 90 is not defined, cot 180 is not defined. So what rule comes into place? Both rules come. So where theta is not equal to n pi, comma, theta should not be equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So both rules come into place. And why? Because tan 90 is not defined. So if theta is 90, tan 90 is not defined. Not defined into cot theta, not defined, who knows? And cot 80 is also not defined. Tan 90 into not defined, who knows, not defined. So for this rule to work, that rule should work. Interrelation again. So we have the first, foremost, basic trigonometric identities defined. Done. So we have next three. They are also very, very basic. Let's get them. I hope you have taken them down. If not, oops. Okay. Forward the video back. Sorry. Okay. Good. Yeah. Oops. It's okay. Leave it. I'm gonna underline again. Next three. Next most important. Sine square theta. We have squares. Plus cos square theta equal to 1. So this doesn't have any rules where theta can be anything. Okay, this is not a rule. I just did it now, but don't try that, please. That's right. Where theta can be anything actually. So this is the first rule. If you want proof, you can substitute theta as anything. If theta equal to 30 degrees, if you think, 30 here degrees. So if we substitute here, sine square 30. What is sine 30? 1 by 2. Sorry. 30 plus cos square 30 equal to 1. So sine square 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine square 30 is 1 by 2 whole square. Plus cos is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 whole square equal to 1. So this is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 equal to 1. 4 by 4 equal to 1. 1 equal to 1. Hence proof. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. How does this sine square theta plus cos square theta come? You want the derivation? You just try it. Tomorrow I'll explain the derivation of sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. If you can try, that's great. Really, that's great. I'll give you a small hint. And this comes from the hypotenuse theorem. The Pythagorean. I'm sorry, that's the Pythagoras theorem. Good. So if you try it, please send me through WhatsApp to my number. That will be in the description below. That is 832-814-7055. It will be in the description, or I'll write it here. 832-814-7055. So if you have time, do this and please WhatsApp me. Thank you. So guys, yeah, this class is getting too lengthy, and this is one of a trigonometric identity out of the 3 important. Tomorrow we'll be discussing the next 2. So till then, bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe, share. Okay, please hit the like button, and if you have any doubts, WhatsApp me. Bye bye.